Fumble on the play.
Oh, bad snap.
Still rolling, and it's recovered by New York. It's a fumble recovery by, who is that? Number 40, Cristo Molina.
Well, that's one apiece.
One apiece. This one's going to sting a little more in the Sharks' turnover.
Oh, check that. That's not number 40. That's number 10. That is Larissa Davis on the fumble recovery. New York has it 1st and 10 on Minnesota's 31. 4:52 left to go in the half. 2 timeouts remaining. Turnover for turnover. And like you said, Adam, that's the bane of championship football. You got to keep the ball, keep possession.
You can't get the ball away.
Especially in your own end.
Nope.
So
and that was that quarterback center exchange.
Yes, it was. Mulligan calling the play ready. She's in shotgun. You have Fields and Molina on the right. Capardi goes in motion from left to right. Back to pass. Has time. Ball thrown and knocked away at the last second. Intended for 81, Natel. Natel has to make a more defined cut on that post to beat the defender to the inside and put your body between the defender and the quarterback.
And that was Hill again on the coverage.
Sometimes you got to play basketball on the football field.
Well,
box them out.
I've watched her throw the post several times. They're going to come back and go what we call crack flag, post corner.
Big hole. Nelson bounces to the outside, still going,
Bashmat.
And finally taken down at the 16-yard line. 1st down for New York. Nelson just moving, grooving, slicing and dicing, and down inside the 20.
Natel's going to take 2 steps on that post, and on that 3rd step, break back out on a corner route.
Oh, yeah.
And she's going to be all by herself.
1st and 10, New York.
On the 16-yard line. 4 minutes, 18 seconds and counting in this first half. 7-7 is the score. Now Fields moves inside. Mulligan now, I believe, is changing the play. Nelson's on her left. She's waiting. And back to pass. Now ball thrown and incomplete. Good coverage there by number
Joe
18.
Lewis.
Good
Second
decision.
down and 10.
Good decision to throw it in the dirt right there.
Yeah, there was nothing there. Nothing there.
Sometimes you got to live to play another down.
Second down and 10. 4 minutes exactly left to go in the half. And handoff to Nelson. Costu still going. Woo!
Oh, Schmatz on top of her.
Schmatz laid a lick. Nelson popped right back up. But see, sometimes you got to tell that running back, you got to lower that pad level. You can't give up your body like that. You don't want to take too many of those licks. Back in the day when I was running, I'm like, I don't want to give up too many of those. 3rd down and 6 now. In shotgun. And back to pass. Nope, handoff. Bryant going down. It's going to be down inside
down by
the 10.
Red Bryant.
And it's going to be 4th down and short again.
Well, the Sharks have had good luck with 4th down conversions already today.
Timeout, Minnesota taking their first timeout. They're getting the ball moved on right now, but it's going to be a 4th down and short. You want to regroup and say, hey, we got to stop this right here, right now. Tie ball game, 3:12 left to go. Kind of the game I expected, Brian. Back and forth,
exactly
defensive
the game I
battle.
expected. You watch either of these teams throughout the season, and when they're on the field playing against a team of equal caliber of them, all they're doing is fighting, fighting, fighting.
The chess match is on. Who can outmaneuver? Who can out-execute?
Who can out-coach?
Yes, that's true, too. But I believe both Brown and Alessandro, excellent coaches, prepare their teams very well. That's why Minnesota's 9-1 and New York is 8-2.
Here comes the power. Or what do you say? You called it last time. What do you say, Pat?
Right now, 4th down and 3. You could go with the trap. You could go with a boot like Minnesota did. or you can go with that bunch and isolate on the outside with Nattel again. But right now, nope, they're not doing either one. They're going tight ace right here, tight ace. Oh, nope, they're going for a field goal attempt. The ball is going to be placed on the 16-yard line. This is a 26-yard field goal attempt by Maggie Nattel. Snap, hold, kick is up. It's good! It's a 26-yard field goal, and the Sharks are up 10-7, 3:05 left to go in the game, in the half, I'm sorry. So the Sharks come away with 3 points. And listen,
the turnover.
That is a weapon that you utilize, and that's a great call by Coach Alessandro. You went for it early on 4th down. You made it. That's how you got the touchdown. He didn't want to gamble right here. They got an interception. They got a fumble. They were moving the ball. They got stopped short. Hey, you got a kicker that can kick the 26-yard field goal. You say go ahead and do it. And that's what they did.
That's what they did.
So Nattel, who just made that field goal, is going to be kicking off. Back deep is number 13, Barbara. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left to go. This is the WFA Division II National Championship game. Minnesota Vixen, the New York Sharks.
That's still the front line. That's so funky.
They leave the sideline so open for an onside kick, a little pooch. A lot of things.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody drops in behind the second line.
Yeah. Kick goes back, bounces down, and going to be taken at the 5.
Got the ball.
Now at the 10, 15, 20, breaks down, makes a move, gets away, still going, but finally going to be taken down.
All the way up about the 34.
And again, arm tackling, that's not how you bring a ball carrier down. You cannot arm tackle. You got to lay a shoulder pad into somebody. So a good return all the way up to the 35-yard line. That's a 25-yard return. People don't really understand how important special teams are.
It's a third of the game.
Yes, it is. And it's a vital part of the game. Flip field, field goal, extra points. It all matters. You cannot take it light.
But people think if it's not the last play of the game, then it's not the play that decided the game.
Boy, that's so wrong.
A special teams play can change the momentum of a game so quickly.
Yes.
Hanson under center.
Hand off up the middle. Tank rolling.
Spin.
Gets up to the 41-yard line. Gain of 6. Clock is rolling. Minnesota has 2 timeouts remaining. New York has 2 timeouts remaining. Now Minnesota quickly getting to the line of scrimmage. They go into ace now, shotgun. Back to pass. Ball is thrown. Ooh, just outside the reach. Barbara is your leading receiver, am I right?
You are correct. She's made so many of those catches this year, end zone catches on her tiptoes, sideline catches. She does it all. All-American.
Yes, indeed. 3rd down and 4. Now, here's the thing. This is a very, very important play for Minnesota because now if you don't pick this up, you actually have to punt the ball away, and New York has 2 timeouts remaining.
And lots of clock.
Shotgun formation again for Minnesota. And handoff.
There you go, Tank Nelson.
Tank.
Stiff arm.
Not going to get it. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now, what does Coach Brown do? Do they run another play or do they punt? And looks like Minnesota is going to keep the offense on the field. 4th down and 2. Whoa, man, here we go. Rolling the dice, I formation. Right up the middle and a 1st down. Touchdown saving tackle.
Didn't even see her get through the hole.
No, didn't even see it. She squirted through. I mean, listen, defensively, you got to cover that A-gap. She's been killing that A-gap all game. 1st down, Minnesota, clock running. 2 timeouts remaining. Can't tell what's going
Don't
on.
know what's going on here.
And
Hansen
Brown
kept
makes the
ball.
tackle. They tried Hansen getting around the corner again. Brown said, nope, not this time.
It's like she got right about to the original line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard at the most.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10. 1:19 and counting. Minnesota trailing 10-7 right now. They're in shotgun double slots. Kirsten Hansen, the quarterback. And back to pass. Now she's throwing, going, oh, I don't know who that was intended for, the short receiver or the deep receiver.
Looks like it was probably going to Barber, but it was just out of Barber's reach.
3rd down and 9 coming up for the Vixen. 1 minute, 2 seconds left to go in the half. New York up 10-7. Hansen gets the call from the sideline. Now she's walking into the huddle. And they break the huddle now. 3rd down and 9. Ball is on the sharp 46-yard line. And New York is going to call their 2nd timeout, as I don't think Coach Kyle Copeland liked what he saw, so he's going to call timeout. It's a big 3rd down play here with 1 minute, 3 seconds left to go in the half. You want to make sure that you got everything together for this big 3rd down play, because if you stop them for short yardage or no yardage or a loss of yardage, now I think you force them to punt the ball at this time. What do you think?
Minnesota, they don't have a strong field goal kicker.
Okay.
So if they can't convert here, they're going to either have to go for it on 4th down or they're going to have to punt the ball away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to tell you that tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on ESPN3, it's going to be the Division I championship game between the Los Angeles Warriors and the Boston Renegades.
What a game that's going to be. Boston took out DC Divas to get here. Los Angeles went on the road to Kansas City.
Yep.
And showed them why they belong in this game tomorrow. 2
big turnovers by the Warriors in that game.
They still came out with the win.
No, they got 2 big turnovers. Yes. Here we go. 3rd down and 9. 1 minute, 3 seconds left to go. Minnesota has it on the sharp 46-yard line. Tank Nelson in the backfield with Hansen.
I don't know what the referees are discussing.
Neither do I. It was a timeout. I mean, come on. Urich, Barber, White, the receivers. Now it's a tight ace formation. Shotgun.
It was the official timekeeper that came off.
Okay.
And on the top for that.
And they put a 2nd back on the clock. So here we go. 3rd down 9. Tried to draw him offside there. Sharks didn't bite. And back to pass. Under pressure, ball thrown. And,
just out of Barber's reach.
Out the reach. Oh, she gave everything she had to try and pull that in. Good pressure put on by 71 Goldsack, forcing her out of the pocket.
Hansen is no stranger to getting out of that pocket. She's not afraid to leave the pocket. She's quick on her feet, as we've already seen today. She's quick-minded. She can make those decisions very quickly.
And, Brian, they made the decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and 9. 54 seconds left to go in the half. Not a bad play here. Urich and Cooper are going to the left. White and Barber on the right. And back to pass. Under pressure. Gets away. Now throws it. And, it was in and out of the hands. Oh, man, a great play by Hansen to get away from the pressure. Stepped up into the pocket. Delivered the ball where it needed to be. Just couldn't come up with it. So the Sharks have it 1st and 10.
Barber looked pretty upset with herself after that one.
That was what do you call escapability? That was great escapability by Hansen right there. So Sharks have it 1st and 10, 44 seconds and 1 timeout remaining. So let's see if the Sharks can go their quick 2-minute offense in 43 seconds. Trips, check that, double slots. And back to pass. Under pressure, ball thrown, and caught by Molina. Has room, still going, and ooh.
Golly.
They knocked their own player out head-to-head. 18 and 41.
That's Jessica Giesman that's laying there.
Ooh, wow. That's what you call helmet to helmet. That's a ringer right there. And I don't want to say that C word. I hope that's not what it is. But that was a violent contact right there on number 41.
Schmatz is going in for the tackle, hit Giesman right in the helmet and knocked her right down.
I tell you what gets more people in the actual contact? When they hit the ground and their head bounces. That gets more people than anything else.
And she's up and walking. That's great to see.
Yeah, she knows where she's at.
Let me tell you a funny story. I'm playing college, and I get suplexed. The linebacker literally picked me up and slammed me on my head. So the head coach comes out, the trainer comes out. They ask the usual question, what's your name, where you at, what's the score? And then the trainer goes, Pat, what's 9 plus 7? I said, She said, come on, let's go. You're coming out. I said, you asked me a math question at a football game.
You didn't study for that one.
I didn't study for that. 1st and 10 for New York inside the 40-yard line of Minnesota. 28 seconds left to go, 1 timeout remaining. Fields Molina on the right, Natel and Capardi on the left. And back to pass. Under pressure now, ball thrown. Oh, open was Molina.
Lost her footing.
Yes, she did. The pass was there. The receiver couldn't make it.
I think she was trying to get down for that ball. That ball came out low.
And Rylander was right there to make the tackle if it had been caught.
Right now, the Sharks, if they gain another 20 yards, they're back in field goal range again. 17 seconds left to go now. Now they go bunch to the left. Capardi, Fields, and Molina. Wide right is 81, Natel. Single coverage by number 9. And back to pass. And now, ball thrown in the middle. It's gone. Oh, what a catch. My goodness, catch by Capardi in the middle of the field outside the 10. First down, New York. 9 seconds left to go.
Mugas was right there. Mugas could have just as easily had an interception on that ball.
Sharks call their final timeout. 9 seconds left to go. You can actually get 2 plays off. So you may want to take that first play, a shot in the end zone, then you get your field goal unit back on the field and try and put 3 more points on the board. What a great catch by Capardi. My goodness.
Decision time right here. You got 9 seconds. You can take 1 shot at the end zone.
1 shot to end zone. That's what I do. Fade route, a quick out, something like that. Something that the receiver's the only one that can get a chance to get the ball. If it's completed, great. If it's not, you get your field goal team on the field and you attempt another field goal. The official is signaling for timeout to be over. And I got to believe that Coach Alessandro is saying, listen, 1 play, if it's not there, throw it out of bounds, and then we'll get the field goal unit on.
This would be huge, take a 2-possession lead right here.
So, 1st down and 10 at the 11-yard line. 9 seconds left to go in the first half. New York Sharks up 10-7. Fields and Molina on the right. Capardi and Natel on the left. Nelson to the left of quarterback Mulligan in shotgun. 9 seconds. Back to pass. 8, 7, 6. Ball thrown and incomplete.
And there's the buzzer.
Oh, my Lord.
You got to make a decision and throw that ball away early. Remember, it's only 9 seconds. Are they putting time back on the clock?
I'll tell you what, if they don't, me and somebody are having a long conversation on the sideline.
Let's see, what is this? Is it, there's 1 second left to go, I think.
You can't scramble. It's got to be 1, 2, 3
right,
release.
And get the ball out. That's it. You ain't got time for that. It's 1, 2,
it's either there or it's not.
That's right.
Throw it over the end zone if it's not there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's not halftime yet. There's one play left. It's going to be a field goal attempt by Natel again. The ball is on the 11. The ball is going to be placed for the attempt on the, is that the 18-yard line?
Have you guys had a field goal block this year?
No. So 28-yard field goal attempt by Natel. Snap. Hold. Kick is up. Line drive. It's good! The end of the half. It's New York 13, Minnesota 7. Ooh, let me not say that. They got that first touchdown.
That's a nice way to end the first half here at Division II Women's Football Alliance. Minnesota Vixens are down 7, New York up 13. A little bit of opportunity here to take a break. We're at 20 minutes on the clock. Hope everybody sits back. We're going to do a little bit of nice public service announcements for Women's Football League. Sorry for we had to switch channels halfway through the second quarter. For those people that found us back, great job on your technological skills. You were looking for Carmen Sandiego, and you did find us, so that's a plus all by itself. I'm happy that you could find us back, and just part of technology and part of life. So sit back and enjoy. We'll be back here in 20 minutes. Thanks so much. Bye.
Great first half, guys. I think we flowed very well.
I'll get shouts like, "Number 2, you look like a girl." And it's like, well, I am a girl.
If you take your helmet off around somebody who is not expecting it, you can kind of see them squint.
Their reaction's like, wow, that was football. What do you think I'm doing 3 days a week, my entire life? Powder puff? You think we're just prancing around? I think they picture like lingerie or whatever. I was a catcher at Maryland, and then I had a teammate who said, you know what, you'd probably be a good quarterback. And I kind of laughed at it, and the league started, and honestly, I didn't take it seriously. And I went out to a game and realized I was missing out, and that's all she wrote. Here I am. I had moved over to England for this job with horses, and I'd seen an ad on Facebook and thought I needed to do it. I could get a bit of American culture in, make friends that way. I haven't looked back since, and that was 4 years ago now.
Some girls that I played basketball against in college, I saw it being posted on their Facebook and said, wow, that's really cool. When I'm done with college sports, maybe I'll give it a shot.
Each player has to pay about $500 to $1,000 a season. That doesn't mean you can't go out and get sponsorships, ticket sales, help, things like that. Fields alone, these days it's $200 an hour. We all are personally insured, so you have to have insurance to play in this league for obvious reasons. So it's an expensive sport.
Every year it's close to $1,000 just for fees. You're not counting equipment, you're not counting accessories, medical bills, anything like that, so it's upwards tens of thousands of dollars. I'm an athletic trainer.
I'm a homicide detective for the Prince George's County Police Department in Maryland.
So I'm a personal trainer.
It's 3 times, a week for 8 months.
I play Saturdays, I coach Sundays, I've got Thursdays, and then you get your international games, and I actually play on a men's team as well. I play middle linebacker, and I'm actually quite small for that role, but I'm very effective at what I do, and I want to be looked at as an athlete, just like the other girls here.
The chance to play football, now that I have it, is almost everything. It's changed my life in more ways than you can imagine, in the people that you meet, in the avenues that it's opened up for me, the places that it's taken me. I ended up in Pittsburgh, moving out of New York City because of the Pittsburgh passion. So it's like at some point you have to consider those decisions were made because of football.
When I first started playing, we would literally find a patch of grass. We would use our headlights for practice. Hopefully, 10 years from now, this is, just this standard, and the mindset's changed. The best comment I've ever had was that I would never know you're a woman until you took your helmet off, which means tells me we're playing the sport right. We're doing it right, and we're building it.
You may think you know football. The faces that are as recognizable as the one in your mirror.
Go eat now, go eat now.
The refrains that are as familiar as the song that's stuck in your head.
Who can make a play? I can. We're gonna be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. Big players make big plays in big games.
The game itself, both brutal and beautiful, requires toughness and grace, passion and skill. If you think it's only a man's game, well,
you're sadly mistaken.
Go, ladies, let's go. Let's have some fun now. Woo! Time to play football. Let's go.
They didn't turn the lights on now, baby. They didn't turn the lights on. It's time to show.
For 6 days in March, the New Orleans Saints hosted 224 women from 17 countries for the 3rd annual Women's World Football Games.
Ace right, 22 zone on 1. Ready? Society has this one way that women are supposed to be, and football is the exact opposite. Women are supposed to be passive, they're supposed to be nurturing, but those are the boundaries that we're really working hard to break down, because women can be aggressive, they can be physical, and they can be athletes.
This isn't the lingerie league, and the women that play tackle football are no powder puffs.
I tell people I play football, and I have to say, yeah, like with helmets and shoulder pads, and they're like y'all hit? Yeah, like we hit.
That all you got? That all you got? Hey, good job, good job.
They don't think we know football. We know football. We know our assignments, we know our alignments, we know our schemes.
You're not gonna have all the time in the world, because that's not football. Yeah. So when you see it, don't hesitate.
Yeah, man.
If you see it, throw it. Okay? And as you're getting that snap, throw it. And turning, don't eye it all the way down.
The event is part clinic, part camp, and all football.
I don't think I realized just how hungry the women are to be great in this game.
This is a rip drill for position. She's coming to block me. My goal is to get underneath her and get here, because the running back is following her butt cheeks. About representing your country or something? Play ball, man. Play ball.
Yellow 7, go!
It's just so nice to be part of a global event where there are so many countries represented. It's quite different from country to country. Some places have lots of players here. Some countries, it's still very much in its infancy.
Football in Sweden is pretty small, so they don't think we have a ladies team, but we're growing every year. All the ladies in my team is like my second family. Being a part of this whole football family, it's so beautiful. I really hope that when people see that you can play as a girl and when you can show it back home, that people will get more interested in it and want to go play, and we can make a team hopefully someday.
With my body type, you're usually not very appreciated. I was more quiet and always afraid to go in public. Then I started playing and my self-esteem completely changed. I'm now self-confident, and here I'm a star with my body type. I'm good.
I started with football because I wanted to play a team sport that you can still join at the age of 30. My daughter, she really wants to emulate all I do. She keeps asking me when she can come down to start practicing with us. She's 9. She thinks I'm badass.
It's been my dream to see football be available to all women all over. This is just the beginning.
Women's tackle football may not be mainstream yet, but it's growing. You might not be accustomed to the sounds of these voices talking football.
Were you the one that slammed me? I was like, that was great. That was great.
You might not be used to seeing these faces wearing these uniforms. But know this, the women of the World Football Games are pioneers, helping football evolve into a global game, one not bound by nationality, culture, or gender.
Women's football on 3. 1, 2, 3. Women's football!
Football just caught me. It's like I tried soccer for 2 years, and I feel like football is just more thinking and more action.
My parents didn't want me to play when I was younger because it was a boys' sport, and they're like, we don't want you to do that. So I was a dancer and did gymnastics and stuff. But in 8th grade, I finally decided to play tackle football and just really enjoyed it. And I was kind of looking for a team, a women's even flag football, and then I found out about the Vixen, and I'm trying out, I'm doing it.
This is my 20th season. You know, I've had this weird fascination with football since I've been 5 years old. And I've loved football. I watched the Vikings when I was a kid. I watched the Gophers when I was a kid.
I go by Red, AKA Nana Poo. I'm a grandmother of 4. This is my 20th season. I play D-tackle, I play nose. I do engagement for at-risk youth. So I'm kind of like a lead assistant dean at a high school. That's my passion. My second passion, of course, is football.
Everyone is surprised. Everyone's, oh my gosh, you're so little. Like, do you even play? Like, are you on the sideline? I'm like, no, I get playing time. Aren't they like so much bigger than you? Yeah, they are, but you don't let that intimidate you.
What I've always believed in is like sports is sports. There's no definition on it. It's not about gender. It's about if you want to play a sport, you should be able to play it.
We have got all walks of life. We've got all sorts of people, and you can't beat that.
These last several years, we've seen it really expand, where we've had like 150 women who tried out for the team this year, and we're carrying a roster right now of about 60 women. Our league has over 60 teams all across the nation.
It's about your motivation and your attitude while you're doing it. What are you putting into each single rep that you do tonight that makes yourself a better football player?
What I'm most excited about is being able to leave something behind that little girls can look up to playing and look forward to playing. Not powder puff, not, oh, I want to play, but I got to try out for the boys team and then sitting there, but just give them something that, oh, I can actually go play, you know, and get better at it. And they get better, and they go work harder because they got something to work for.
No legends need apply. These guys are ballers.
these guys are gamers. These guys are true athletes of this fantastic organization that is women's professional tackle football.
Holding. New York.
And that was away from the ball carrier. Oh, that's terrible. Away from the ball carrier. What are you doing?
Well, that eliminates great starting field position.
Yeah, you go from the 45 to the 35. I mean, 35 is still good, but you're 10 yards up. I mean, 55 yards is better than 65 yards.
Yeah.
So Sharks come out first down and 10. They go to bunch to the right. Nattel is wide to the left. Number 20, Nelson, the running back to the right side of Mulligan, who's in shotgun. Stack on the right side.
See what Minnesota can do after that halftime.
And run. Inside, still going. That's Nelson driving forward across the 40 to about the 42. Gain of 7.
Neenason on that tackle.
See, that's what I think you would do.
Along with Jocelyn Nelson.
Against the 3-4 defense where they're not blitzing. Is just hit the bubble right there in B-gap.
Sharks going no huddle, same formation, trips to the right. And we have whistles, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a stoppage of play.
I mean, I didn't see anybody move, did you? What is?
Sharks are being pushed back again.
What? Wow, did you see somebody move? I didn't see anybody move.
Somebody moved.
I guess so. Listen, you know what? It's just a nano. If you flinch, that's a movement.
Sharks have already lost 15 yards in penalties on this drive. It's only the second play from scrimmage.
Yes, it is. 2nd and 8. And handoff. This time the Vixen
Red Bryant right there.
Nothing doing on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. No gain.
Connor Joe Lewis helping her out on that tackle.
And Nelson is slow to get up. And she's still down.
That's what I'm saying. You can't run up the middle. You got to stay away from the A gaps. B gap is open because the Vixen aren't blitzing.
Right.
They're sitting back and waiting. Trying, I guess, not to get all tangled up in the trash.
Nelson, who is the leading rusher today for New York, gashing and slashing. She is hurt on that play. They're talking to her right now, and now they get her up, and she's walking, and she's jogging off, so she has to go out for a play. So she's going to replaced, I should say.
She was doing that personal inventory where you sit there for a few minutes
right.
and just go, okay, yeah, I can feel everything. Okay, I'm good.
Right.
Still got my legs, still got my arms.
I can wiggle my toes.
Yep.
Everything's good.
3rd down and 7 for New York. Number 32, Wilkerson in the backfield now. Double slot. Nattel Capardi left. Field Melina right. And back pass, ball thrown. And we got a flag. It's going to be pass interference.
Yep.
Nice lead on the pass there, going for Fields. And right there, contact before the ball gets to the receiver. The official was right there, made the call. That's going to be an automatic first down for New York.
Yep, Mugas was just too in her way on her route and kept her from getting to where she needed to be.
So that ball is going to be placed on. I don't know where the ball is going to be placed yet. Okay, put the ball down, sir. Okay, what? Oh, boy.
Okay,
there we go.
First down, what looks to be the 45-yard line. Nope.
44-yard line.
47. 47, just kidding. Huh?
No, 44. 44. Now it's the 47.
There it is.
Roll the dice. Craps, I messed up.
You pick them all, you're going to be right once.
Yeah. So first down and 10, balls on the 47-yard line of Minnesota. First drive of the second half for New York. Trips to the right, wide to the left, Nattel. Mulligan in shotgun. And handoff up the middle. Wilkerson draws.
Drag down. Ninas on the tackle.
Nielsen, we're hearing that name a lot on the defensive side of the ball for the Vixen. Very active.
This is Ninas's junior season, if you want to go that way.
Okay. Gain of 3 is going to be 2nd down and 7 for Wilkinson. Wilkinson still to the right of Mulligan. Waiting. Back to pass. Ball thrown. Oh!
Off the fingertips.
It was right there. Maybe a little too much mustard on that hot dog. High snap. Yeah, a little too hard and too high for Natel. 3rd down and 7 at the 44-yard line of Minnesota. 12 minutes, 49 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bunch to the right now. Capardi, Fields, and Molina. On the right is Natel. And back to pass. Hand off to Wilkinson. Cuts
Nice
inside, has a hole. Big hole, still going. And down and has
there.
enough for a 1st down.
She picked up a really great block right here as she gets to the outside.
Number 70, Nicole Borges, bang on Tyson. Or Neeson, I should say.
Dyson was there as well, so you were not incorrect.
And unfortunately, we got a Vixen that's down on the play, so let's hold on everything.
Looked like it's a long trap right there.
It was a trap play. Nicole Borges was a right guard. She pulled around. There was nobody to trap, so she turned it upfield. And when they tell you, you find the next opposite color jersey and you put a hat on them, and that's exactly what she did. Good, strong run there by Wilkinson following the block. I do not have a number on the Vixen player that is down right now. She's exercising her left leg.
Be number 82, Jocelyn Nelson.
Okay, and she's up and she's walking on her own power. A little gimpy, but she's walking on her own power. That's the big thing. So the ball is on the 34-yard line of Minnesota. 1st down and 10 for New York. The first drive of the 3rd quarter. Sharks are up 13-7. So the injury timeout's over as they make their way to the ball. Number 26, Caprice Gray in the backfield now for New York. Bunch to the right again. Motion now by Capardi from right to left. And a handoff to Gray. And we got flags thrown. Okay.
Bryant had an ankle on her. Connor Joe Lewis was there on her. And a name we haven't said much tonight, number 59, Shea Sylvester was the last one up on that tackle.
So that's no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. And they make a substitution, New York does. 75's coming out. That's Dana Monetta. 2nd down and 10, 11:25 and counting. You hear the crowd getting raucous out here. And bad snap, but she has it. Ball thrown and caught by Molina. Going down the sideline, makes a move and finally brought down inside the 10, down to the 7. It's 1st and goal for the Sharks.
Amanda Atkins finally gets her down. Amanda Atkins hadn't been there, that would have easily been a touchdown.
Nice block downfield by the wide receiver. That's Brylan Field with the block. So now it's 1st down and goal for New York at the 7-yard line. They mark it at the 8, I say. Natel and Capardi on the left. Fields and Molina on the right. Mulligan now under center. Motion. Hand over at the middle. And breaks away, spin move, still dragging forward, gets down to about the 6.
Schmatz rides her to the ground.
Strong run there by Caprice Gray, number 26. 2nd and goal at the 6. Gray looks determined. Look at that look on the face there. Mulligan now calling the play. Now you got Bunch to the right, Capardi, Fields, and Molina. Wide to the left is Natel. They got the slant on the left side if they want it. Back to Pat, no handoff, big hole. Gray goes through and stacked up in the middle inside the 5. I think she's to the 4, maybe the 3. We'll see where they mark it. It's hard to tell.
Train Griffin gets the tackle there. Number 80.
I'm with you. If they stick the ball in the gut of the running back and then pull up and throw right there,
it's wide open.
There's nobody there.
Nobody there.
That linebacker on the outside's not robbing the slant.
3rd down and goal on the 3-yard line. Capardi, Fields, and Molina, a bunch to the right. Natel wide to the left. Gray to the left side of quarterback Mulligan in shotgun. And hand up to Gray. Hole inside, through, and touchdown Sharks. The 9-minute, 34-second mark of the 3rd quarter. Sharks take the opening drive and go all the way down the field. It's a touchdown for New York. And the Sharks are going to go for the extra point. Waiting for them to get lined up. Natel takes her steps. Molina looks at her. She looks at the center, puts her hand up. Snap, high, hold, kick is up, and it is good.
Still just a 2-possession game, though.
But New York coming out of the half, that's exactly what you want your offense to do. Move the ball down the field, take some time off the clock, eventually put the ball in the end zone. You stretch that lead, and now you got to play defense, and you got to play strong defense and try and get the ball back.
We always say the first 5 minutes of the 3rd quarter sets the tone for the second half.
That was the whole 5 right there.
Yes, it was. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to stay tuned tomorrow for the Division I WFA National Championship between the Los Angeles Warriors and the Boston Renegades. That will be shown live on ESPN3. Tune in at 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
Vixen really need a drive right here. Not necessarily a score, but at least a drive, a good drive.
Get deep into the zone.
They got to, at the very least, flip the field right here.
Yes. Sharks did a good job on that drive of negating the penalties, still being able to gain some positive yards after being set back twice. It's uncanny for New York to get this many penalties again. They haven't had 7 penalties in a game since like week 2. So uncharacteristic for them. So Natel now takes her steps. She says everything to the left and the right side. Now she approaches and kicks. High kick. It's going to come down to number 13.
Barber on the return.
Right up the middle. Breaks out, cuts inside. No. Oh, man. Oh, she gets away. And she's still going.
That's not Barber. That's Connor Joe Lewis.
Connor
Joe Lewis this time, number 10.
Oh, my goodness. What a momentum changer right there.
Well, number 10, Connor Joe Lewis with a great return.
Brylan Fields saves a touchdown.
Well, the Vixen needed a spark. There it is.
There it is. Special teams, what we always say.
It's the third of the game.
All the way down to the sharp 45-yard line. And that was bad tackling by New York. They had her stopped at about the 25. Nobody wrapped her arms around.
How many people pulled up when they thought she was wrapped up?
Yep, that's why they always say play to the whistle.
Hansen goes under center.
And
bootleg the ball.
Comes around and has about
just short.
8 yards for Thiessen on the bootleg. Nice opening play. Everybody's gearing up to stop Cooper and Tank. You just turn around. You got 8 yards on that first down play inside the 40 to the 38.
That naked boot's a killer.
Yes, it is. Clock running 8 minutes, 55 seconds and counting in this third quarter. Minnesota trying to answer the Sharks score. Second down and 2, the ball's on the New York 38-yard line. They come out in ace formation, Hansen on the center. And quarterback sneak.
Keeps it
Still
again.
going.
This time she's got the first down.
How many times have they run that play and New York still hasn't adjusted to it? One of those linebackers, a missed tackle there by Blue Hall, one of those linebackers has got to spy the quarterback because that's about the 6th time they've run that quarterback sneak successfully, and they scored on that play. 1st and 10 now. 8 minutes and counting in the 3rd quarter. Tank Nelson now in the ace formation. Shotgun.
Got Barber and White on the right.
And ball's thrown, and oh, is that a live football? No, it's
Gonna
not.
call it incomplete.
They're saying it's incomplete. You got to be careful with that.
That was pretty close to backwards.
Yes, it was. And my defensive coaches back in the day, they'd say, listen, just because the ball's bouncing around, go get it because you never know.
No doubt about that. You never know what somebody's going to call.
2nd down and 10, balls on the Shark 27-yard line. 7:53 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 20-7 is the score. New York's up. Shotgun formation for Hansen. And back to pass. Now handoff up the middle. Big
There's
hole.
Tank
comes
Nelson.
in. Still going. If she didn't slow down to try and cut it inside, she could have got around the corner. Here's a replay right here. If she just keeps going outside,
Yeah,
she might have had something.
she shouldn't have cut back.
Yeah. Tackled by Rose and Brown. But it's a 1st down at the 19-yard line.
Back in the red zone.
I formation, Twins to the right. Handoff up the middle, and this way, not going anywhere. Maybe 2 yards, maybe 3. Right there, number 77, Nikki Joseph on the tackle.
Nelson's one of those running backs. She'll just get you those yards. Chip away, chip away, chip away. And you saw the play before this. She gets those breakaways once in a while. It allows her to get down the field a little bit further.
People just bounce off.
She's got a great stiff arm, and as we've already talked about earlier, she just rolls around them, too.
Well, she really needs a stiff arm.
She's got one.
She's got one, but she really doesn't need it. That's a big load right there. Ace formation now for Minnesota. 1st and 10 on the 16. Back to pass. Has a lot of time. Pump. On the pressure ball. Thrown.
Gets it out.
Intended for 42.
Intended for Cooper.
2nd down 10. 6 minutes, 39 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota in the red zone.
Hansen as well in her 3rd season. Her 1st season was
2016, right?
Yep, when they faced the Sharks in the game, the greatest game ever, as Michael Burmy calls it.
Not for us.
How about from a fan's
and
perspective?
handoff up the middle. Hole! Bounce
There we go. There's a hole
inside,
for Cooper.
And finally down.
Going to be 1st and goal, Minnesota.
Cooper scooping up yards. Nice cut right here. Nice block downfield. Nice run. Good eye vision by Cooper. Inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal. 6 minutes, 15 seconds and counting left to go in the 3rd. They put it just inside the 5. Got I Twins right. You got Tank. Cooper at the fullback. Tank at the tailback. And handoff. Cooper. Bounce it outside.
Tank.
Inside. Drag through. And she's.
Yes, in.
Where?
It's a touchdown.
Touchdown,
Minnesota.
Tank Nelson. Tank Nelson puts it in the end zone. Minnesota comes right back and answers with what they needed to do after New York went down and scored on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
And just like that, it's a football game.
Minnesota uses just about 4 minutes, so about 2 minutes less than New York needed.
Extra point attempt up, and it is good.
So we got a score now. Minnesota Vixen with 13. New York Sharks with 20. 5:52 left to go in the 3rd quarter in the Division II Women's Football Alliance 2018 championship game.
All right, fellas, hey, let's recap real quick how we got here.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pat.
1st quarter, Minnesota took the ball 65 yards, right down the field. capped by a 1-yard quarterback sneak by Kirsten Hansen. Extra point was good. It was 7-0. Then in the second quarter, it was a turnover. New York got the ball back on a fumble. And then they went down the field. 15-yard pass from Mulligan to Capardi. Extra point was good. That made it 7-7. Then the 2 field goals by New York made it 13-7 at the half. Then in the third quarter, New York Sharks took the opening kickoff, went down the field, scored on the 3-yard run by Caprice Gray, and then you just saw Minnesota with a 5-yard touchdown run by Tank Nelson.
And that brings us to our 20-14 score.
Brown and King back deep. Hansen the kick. And there we go, kick, line drive. Bouncing down and still bouncing and taken finally by King. Makes a move outside. Gets down the sideline, still going. Another move. Too many moves. Too many moves.
Too many moves.
Gets up to the 33-yard line.
Sarah Lind on that tackle.
Kick returners are told, you find the seam, you got one move, and then you go north and south.
I agree with that philosophy.
5 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Sharks have it second time in the second half. Ball's on their own 32-yard line. Nelson is back in the backfield. She was shaken up early in the third quarter. She's back in the game. You have Capardi and Natel wide to the left. King and Molina on the right. And handoff to Nelson. And dragging forward, and whistle blows.
Looks like she was wrapped up by Giesman, Lewis. The only people that weren't on that tackle were the coaches.
Right now, the Sharks are becoming a little predictable on first down. Run, 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 run. I think you got to go to pass on first down. 1-yard run there, second down and 9. Same formation. And handoff again. Up the middle, still going. That's Nelson pushing forward, close to the 40, about the 38-yard line.
Giesman on the tackle there.
And Nelson down again.
That's not a good sign.
No, it's not. So this is the second time Nelson has been down on the field. Don't know what was. Now they're looking at the bottom extremity. Oh, they're looking at.
She's cramping.
Oh, cramping. That's what it is. Yep.
That's
good
news. That's
yes,
good
it is. Wonderful news. But hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Even on a night like night when it's not really hot, but your muscles are still using that energy, you still got to keep those electrolytes, keep that water going.
Pickle juice and mustard, man. That's what we do down here.
Yeah.
Pickle juice and mustard.
Okay.
I would die. Neither of those things.
You just had to cramp, huh?
Leave me. Just leave me behind. Go on.
Roll them up underneath the bleachers.
So she's cramping up there, working it out right now. And that's the one thing about cramps, man. You can do nothing until they work it out.
What do you guys, just out of curiosity, what do you guys do where you're from for cramps?
Say it again?
What do y'all do for cramps where you're from?
Well, what we used to do back in the day was you used to get a rolling pin and roll it out.
We typically have those on the sideline.
Yeah.
The big foam, about 8 inch
y'all don't
diameter.
do anything other than that?
No, there's really nothing you can do.
I'm telling you, man, pickle juice. Hey, we'll
all right, Nelson is up.
We'll salt Gatorade. We do all kinds of stuff.
Okay, that I could do. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, man. Anything to hold that water in.
Okay.
We've actually, Northwestern Health Sciences that comes on the road with us to all our road games. It's where we practice in the fall before the snow melts and everything.
Right.
We've actually been known to give players acupuncture on the sideline.
Really?
Yes.
That's high tech now.
Wow.
Now, a lot of our kids go for acupuncture. They go see Dr. Williams' son off of Habersham Road, and he does, like, he gets our kids ready. Our kids can't walk on Thursday, and they play on Friday.
Wow.
Yep. Acupuncture is an amazing thing. Yeah, Dr. Mack that follows the team, goes on all the road games. She's a great person. She's a great asset to the team, just as important as any of the coaches, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, injury timeout is over. Getting ready to put the ball back in play. The New York Sharks have a 3rd down and 4 at their own 38-yard line. In the backfield is number 26, Gray. Capardi and, oh, look at this. Capardi's like, hey, hey, hey. Ball thrown. Caught by Capardi. Her knee was down. Her knee was down. Does she have enough for the first, though?
Yep. They're bringing the chains.
And there is a first down. Capardi's motioned to Mulligan and say, hey, I'm here. Mulligan threw a nice little catch.
Looked like she was duck walking from wrestling practice.
Yeah. Hill was right there for the tackle to make sure she didn't get any additional yardage.
So you have Fields and King on the right. Hand off to Gray. Hold. Spin move, drying down, and finally down to the 47-yard line.
Train Griffin on the tackle.
Again, first down run. You got to break that pattern. I think you can catch them on first down. You go play action.
Well, the way they're lined up, playing the inside, throw the quick screen.
Yeah, you got that too.
Take the inside receiver out to the corner and throw the quick screen.
Second down, 7. And back to pass. Ball thrown. And caught by King. All the way down to the 35-yard line. And another first down for New York.
Amanda Atkins right there on the tackle.
King went up, got it, both hands on the ball, and down at the 35. Three minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 20-14 is the score. New York is up. First and 10 on Minnesota's 35-yard line. Natel and Capardi on the left. King, hand off the middle. Hole, Gray, stiff arms, and helmet comes off.
Let's hope nobody's head's in it.
I'd put my money on it and say it's going to be Red's helmet. Let's see who stands up without one. Boom.
Nope, Cynthia Bryant.
Red's helmet. Red Bryant.
So Gray, again, another first down run. Got to break that pass. I'm telling you, if they just fake that run and do a play action pass, I think they will suck Minnesota in.
If you just went RPO and faked the zone, pulled up to the quick screen.
And it's right there.
Throw the quick screen. Because with the way the corner's set up, if you move your outside receiver out, that linebacker's not leaving.
Yep, second down and 9. Mulligan on the center now. Handoff up the middle, and that only gets maybe a yard. Maybe a yard. It's going to be third down and long.
Eastman and Sylvester both there.
That was 32. Wilkerson on the run. Story about Miss Wilkerson. She got injured about game 4, and she had some knee problems, knee issues. She came back from 2 torn ACLs, and she got cleared 2.5 weeks ago, and that's why she's here playing in this game. Third down and 7 now. Again, tight formation. Now Mulligan checks out. Now they go back to shotgun. Got to hurry up. Don't want to get a delayed game penalty here. Back to Pat and thrown. Caught. Knees down. I don't know if she has enough,
though. There was something going on before that.
I think they're trying. We're getting comments from the peanut gallery. I think some people thought that it should have been a delay of game.
Fourth down and 2. Sharks are going for it. Ball's on the 32. 27, I should say. What are they going to call here? And back to pass. Ball thrown. Caught for a first down. And more. Still going. And breaks away. It's going to be a touchdown. New York by 25. Brylan Fields.
That's just poor tackling. You're in a position to make a play. You got to.
No, that was Brylan Fields on that reception. The PA guy got it wrong, but we got it right. Hey, it's hard for that
your
PA
team,
guy.
You know.
I know, yeah. Body temperature, you know, all that stuff. Temperature? What am I talking about? Temperature. Body style, not temperature. What, I got a thermometer on the players or something?
Each player.
So it's 26-14 right now. 1 minute, 8 seconds left to go as Natal takes her steps for this extra point attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's right down the middle. It makes it 27-14. So in the second half, it's touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Now Minnesota, let's see if Minnesota can come back and answer again. They got that big kick return by number 10.
Yeah, Connor Joe Lewis can run this one back. Sam Barber could run this one back. Got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Still plenty of football left, an entire fourth quarter to go. But we wouldn't expect anything else between these two teams than a back-and-forth game.
And guess what? It was well expected. It's well earned. Both teams fought their way to get here. And this is a game that we wanted to see. We wanted to see both teams going at it. Back and forth, up and down, and see what happens.
You know, there's those teams in every sport that you want to see them play each other.
And this is this.
And this is it.
This is it.
For Women's Division II football, there's no other two teams in the country that people would rather watch right now.
I agree with you totally, Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to congratulate the Division III national champion Orlando Anarchy, beating Arkansas Wildcats earlier today. I don't know what that final score was, but I do know that the Anarchy did come away with the title.
46-0.
Woo! Wow.
It was decisive.
Decisive. You put a donut, you
really,
can't get
really
no more
interesting
decisive.
after, you know, it was like 42-26 last year. The same two teams met in the championship, but
it was flip-flopped, right?
The Anarchy left no doubt today about who the better team was. Today, anyway.
So Natelle is ready, and she approaches and kicks. High kick, and comes down. Number 3
Evans.
has it, up the middle. Bang! Wow!
Chose not to pitch it back this time. Evans kept
That
the ball.
is the rookie number 13, Nehemiah Outlaw, said, I'm going to give up my body and make this tackle a little too high for my taste, but bang.
Yeah, she took the worst of that one.
Yes, she did, but the tackle is the tackle.
There it is.
That's what you call a catch tackle.
Yeah.
But she went in. Hey, she went in. She didn't flinch. She said, hey, I'm going to go all out, and she did.
Just hang on.
All right, see what Hansen can do here.
1
Just
minute.
over a minute.
3 seconds left to go in the third. I formation. Twins right. Bootleg again. This time New York is there, and they stop it.
She stays outside. She's got to trust her speed on that one.
But the defensive end on that one finally stayed home and didn't bite. First time today that they didn't bite. Gain of 2 is going to be second down and 8. 40 seconds left to go in this third quarter. I formation, Twins to the right again. And handoff.
That's Cooper.
And Cooper breaks away. Still going. Cuts inside. Still rumbling. And finally taken down. Cooper, little skip to my
37-yard
Lou.
line.
Oh, what nice move on the linebacker. Good tackle by number 44, Shawnee Espinals, hanging on for dear life until 54 White came and cleaned up. But a big, huge run by Grace Cooper.
She gets a block right there. She scores.
5 seconds. They're not going to get another play off in this third quarter, so that's the end of the third. New York's up 27-14, but we got 15 minutes left to go of this exciting Division II National Championship game.
She's got really good vision, Cooper.
Yes, she does, and she demonstrated right there, and she had a little shifty feet movement right there, making that linebacker
Nice
miss.
little jump cut to the inside.
Yes.
It was good.
Oh, I love the jump cut. Oh, my gosh. Love the jump cut because you can't prepare for a jump cut. You can prepare for a juke. You can prepare for a spin. You can't prepare for a jump cut.
Spinning scares me because you lose vision of everything in front of you.
Well, see, there's a technique to the spin. See, some people spin just to spin, and that's not how you do it. You're really supposed, it's like Tai Chi. You're supposed to use the tackler's energy against them and roll off. So their momentum is actually pushing you forward.
I've seen guys spin and get a mouthful of safety.
Oh, yeah, and guess what? That's not using the right technique. See, you're not supposed to spin just to spin. It's supposed to be a reason why you spin.
Though a lot of people make a living off of it.
Here we go, start of the fourth quarter. Minnesota on the Shark 38-yard line, first down and 10. 27-14 is the score. We got 15 left to go. They're in shotgun. Motion now coming across. And handoff. Turns the corner. Whoa! What a tackle by Brown.
That's Barber with the run.
Nandi Brown is just lighting it up on the corner. She saw it, came right, broke down, outside in, bang.
Cooper should have blocked inside, not outside right there. If she blocks inside, now it's one-on-one with a DB and Barber.
2nd down 11. That's a tackle for loss. Twins, one back and handoff. Bounces to the outside,
Nelson.
still going. Pushing the pile. That's 34, Tank. They call it Tank for a reason. She gains what? Let's see how much they give her on that. I think she got 6 or 7. She got 6. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. I know it says 2nd down and 5, but it's actually 3rd down and 5. I formation, Twins right. And handoff and fall forward. But I don't think she has the full 5. I think she might be a yard short. And you know Minnesota's going to go for it right here. You know they're going to, hey, quarterback sneak, anybody?
No, we wouldn't see that, would we? That wouldn't happen.
4th and 2, they call it. And quarterback sneak, and there it is. Okay, the whistle's blowing. You can stop
She's
tugging,
going to be
pushing.
close.
I think she has it, tell you the truth. But we'll wait to see
Well,
where they mark it.
There's our original line of scrimmage. Looks like she got it 1 yard more than she needed.
I think she got it.
Yep, they gave it to her.
Yep. Hey, listen, they've run that play successfully. Why not run it on 4th and short? Why not? I wish more teams would do that. 13-20 left to go in the 4th quarter. Minnesota driving. They're on the 27-yard line. 1st down and 10. Tight ace formation shotgun for Miss Hansen. And back to pass. Ball thrown in the ground and oh! Again, right off the hands of 13 Barber.
Barber had somebody all over her there.
Quarterback's got to bring that ball down.
I mean, yes, but I mean that's
legally
extension.
over her.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean that's a great effort right there.
I mean,
She got
there's
2
no
hands.
doubt that it's a great effort. If that ball's brought down 3
Oh,
feet.
she makes an easy catch.
Yeah.
Easy catch. And she has the speed to break away. 2nd down 10, 12:58 left to go on the 27-yard line of New York. I formation and handoff. Tank. This time they got her from behind. She got to put that ball away though. Ooh, that was dangerous. She had that ball hanging out. Ooh, good play there. Backside by 71. That's Goldsack pulling her, and look at that. You gotta tuck that ball away, Tank. I know you're a tank, but you gotta protect that ball. So loss on the play is gonna be 3rd down and 9. Hansen now comes. You got Tank in the backfield. Trips now to the left. And now back to pass. Has time. Now ball thrown. And oh! In and out of everybody. The Sharks had a chance and the Vixen had a chance.
Danny Kulinek, nope, sorry. That was actually White was the intended receiver there.
4th down and 9. Big, huge play here. You say they don't have a field goal kicker? Or they do have a field goal kicker?
We have a field goal kicker.
Okay. What is her range? Okay, never mind.
Actually, it's Hansen, our
okay.
quarterback, is our kicker.
Okay. So 4th down and 9. Big play. Here we go. 2 receivers to each side. Hansen with Tank Nelson to her left. Now she rolls to the left. Now she's under pressure. Now she's scrambling. She's under pressure. She's good now. Now she throws it. It's up, and it's in and out of the hands. It should have been intercepted, but guess what? You knock it down. The New York Sharks evade a disaster, and now they have it 1st and 10 with 11:59 left to go in the game.
All right, so we're coming up. This is going to be the most important defensive hold that Minnesota can try to put on this entire game. They need to keep New York from progressing past the 50-yard line if they want to have any chance of scoring because, you know, as we can see, they're 2 possessions behind right now. They cannot allow New York to even get a field goal here.
That is true, Brian. I want to see a first down pass. I don't want to see a first down
The Vixen
run.
has got to have a turnover. They can't afford, it's a 2-possession game, they can't afford for the Sharks to drive.
No, clock management right now is huge. I mean, you want to see a Sharks pass. I can't imagine why they would pass right now.
Motion. Handoff. Hole up the middle. Gain about 3 maybe. I don't see what running back that was. Let's see who that was on the carry. That is number 32, Janae Wilkerson. They call her Bam Bam.
Yeah, I'm just chewing clock if it's me right now.
Second down and 8 after the 2-yard gain.
My only thought is run, clock, run. if I'm the Sharks.
Yep.
There's a lot of time left, 11:27.
Oh, I know that now.
You got to mix and match. There's a lot of time, and you're inside your 30.
Yeah, but you can't afford to have a turnover.
No, you can't. And back pass, thrown, caught, and now she's on the races, and still going, and there you go. That's what I'm saying. You got to mix it up.
Leslie Ulrich on the tackle.
Let's see, that was a knife-safe pass. Right down the seam, right in the hole.
And she's at the 47-yard line. See, with 11 minutes left, that's a lot of time to go into.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you need to line it up and
Moose Rylander sitting on the field.
Right.
That's not what I'm saying.
I got you.
But, you know, there's been some contested throws that have been made today, and I don't think you make a contested throw. I think you throw to an open receiver, and she threw her open right there, right in the hole.
Right.
You know, that's
number 48 that was
Moose
shaken
Rylander.
up. She's the original, right, from 1999?
She's an original. It's not her 20th season. She did decide to have a few children along the way, but she's still an original Vixen.
Congratulations to her on having 2 children. And I'm sure they're here today cheering her on.
I would not be surprised. Usually her husband says hi to me, so I'm.
All right. First and 10 on the Vixen 48-yard line. Now they go bunch to the left. Capardi, Fields, and Molina. Natel wide to the right. And handoff. Hole. Wilkerson cuts inside. And down. Inside the 45 to about the 43.
It's like with Connor Joe Lewis, Schmatz in there.
Gain
I
of
think
5.
Swanson had a hand on her as well.
Check that. That was 26. Caprice Gray on the carry. Second down and 5. Ball's on the Vixen 43-yard line. 10 minutes, 35 seconds and counting. Mulligan still in ace. Shotgun. And handoff again to Gray. Up the middle, passing forward. Does she have enough for a first? She might be close.
Yep, they gave her the first down on that.
And it's a first down inside at the 30. About the 29.
I don't think so.
No? What happened?
We're playing 3.
They're changing their mind.
They changed it. Okay.
We're playing 3.
Third down. Third down and 1 or 2. Let's see what it is.
It's like it's 3rd and about 2.
Okay. Well, now they're blowing the whistle. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, they're going to have a conversation.
Okay.
It's committee meeting. No. A camel is a horse built by committee.
Hey, did you hear that the Triple Crown winner retired?
I did not know that.
Justify retired. She's no longer going to race anymore. Oh, that's not a good sign. They're taking the shoulder pads off with number 40.
48 Moose Rylander, yep.
Yeah. And they're saying it is a first down for New York.
Well, I saw the side judge, closest to us on the monitor here, motioning to move the chains, and then all of a sudden everybody was changing their mind.
Right. So the clock is running, 9:43 and counting. First and 10 on the 28-yard line. New York driving here in the fourth quarter. And handoff again up the middle. Ooh, nice tackle right in the middle. Who was that?
Train Griffin.
Ooh, you guys got some great nicknames, man. You got some
great sound effects at the stadium for them, too.
You got Train, you got Tank.
We got Moose.
You got Moose.
Got Red.
So it's a gain of, I believe, 2 or 3.
We got Tina Tuna Milk Milky.
Tuna Milk Milky.
You have fun announcing. I know you do. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. 9 minutes left to go in the game. And back to pass, ball thrown and caught. Splits the defender, still going inside the 5, down to the 4. 1st and goal, New York.
We had Mugas, we had Cooper, and we had Atkins all there. Took all 3 of them to take her down.
I'll tell you what, New York gets in right here, it really makes things complicated. And they already put points up on the board.
Timeout by Minnesota.
They apparently the scores table is expecting a touchdown because they've gone ahead and flipped it.
Really? Come
33-14.
Come on. You got to pay attention to the game, guys. That was not a touchdown. So don't be.
I will say it's difficult to tell where the touchdown is today.
Okay, you did point that out early in the game that the lines are kind of like,
It's kind of funky. You're looking at it and you're like, okay, did they get in?
Right. So 8 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the game. It's 1st down and goal at the 4-yard line for New York. They're up 27-14, trying to put another 6 points on the board.
If you get in right here, it's hard to believe that the Vixen will get 3 more possessions.
Not at an average of about 4.5 minutes per possession for the Sharks. There's just not enough clock time left in the game.
Yeah, they really needed a 3 and out on this series.
Yeah, they needed to stop them before they crossed the 50.
Right. They needed a turnover, huge special teams play. It's going to take something special to get them back in the game.
Yep, so now here we go.
And after some coercing from BA Vixen, they have fixed the official scoreboard.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. The clock is running, 8 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. 1st and goal. Now you have number 32, Janae Wilkerson, in the backfield. And handoff, Wilkerson cuts inside. Nope. Good tackle.
Nice play.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Crystal Nunez there. Busts through the offensive line and gets to the runner.
I don't understand why the Vixen hadn't been heating them up earlier than this. It seems like when they send somebody, they get really good results.
Yeah.
Well, a name that I'm typically seeing and I'm typically calling, number 70, Chelsea Swanson. I just haven't seen her make any strong defensive plays today. She's been in on a few tackles, but usually she's right on top of the quarterback.
So here we go. It is now 2nd and goal at the 4. King and Fields on the right. Natel and Capardi on the left. Wilkerson in the backfield. And handoff to Wilkerson in the hole. Still going. And finally pushed back. Got some positive yards. And Wilkerson is down. She's getting up a little slow.
Like Schmatz and Atkins were both there on that.
And she's coming out. She's a little gimpy there. She did get some positive yards. I think she got maybe a yard.
But if you're going to play a 3-man line, you got to send some blitz. You can't just sit back and
gotta send a linebacker.
Not when you're playing a team like the Sharks who are pounding you in the middle. You can't. You got to bring it.
3rd down and 1. They can't. That's 3rd down and goal on the 1, I should say. Cannot get a 1st down. So now Mulligan signaling to the receivers on the left. It looked like the Vixen are coming. And back to pass. Ball thrown and incomplete. And here's you go. You kick the field goal here.
Oh, absolutely.
You kick the field goal here. It's basically an extra point.
You kick the field goal, and now it's a 3-possession game
Yes,
again.
it is, with 7 minutes left. So the ball is basically an extra point.
I take that back. Even with a field goal, it's still a 2-possession game.
Right,
it's only
It's only a 16-point lead.
Right.
So,
but you force them to have to go for it both times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you guys had some success with 2-point conversions?
Quite a bit of success.
All right. So the ball is going to be on the 9-yard line. It's going to be a 19-yard field goal attempt by Nattel, who has 2 on the day already.
Should be an easy chip shot for her after watching her.
Snap, hold, bobble, kick, no good.
Blocked! It's blocked!
Blocked! Well, not really blocked. It was a bad snap. She never really got the ball up. So Minnesota averts going down by 3 scores. But you still got 6 minutes and 52 seconds left.
I'm surprised they don't put Westy in there. She's about 9 feet tall. She looks like some kind of shield maiden out there. She needs to be in the middle on extra points.
Yeah, but hey, listen, what the Sharks did on that drive is they took a lot of time off the clock. They took about 3:40
man.
off the clock.
Score or no score.
Yep.
The clock is the enemy of the Vixen right now.
So 6:52. Do you guys go 2-minute drill?
Quite often,
offense?
yeah,
Okay.
quite often. You'll probably see a lot of no huddle here in the last.
So they're getting the Sharks ball off the field and getting the Vixen ball in there.
Both teams still have all 3 timeouts.
Collins.
You're listening to the 2018 Division II National Championship game between the Minnesota Vixen and the New York Sharks. Adam Collins, along with Brian Sweeney. I am Pat Brown, bringing you the action live. Vixen now in the ace formation. Hanson under center. First down and 10. The ball is on their 20-yard line. Fumbled snap on the field goal attempt by the New York Sharks. That's why Minnesota has the ball. And handoff up the middle. Hole, still going, driving.
Cooper with a great run.
That's a first down.
See, now it'd be a great time for some play action.
Yeah, do you guys got a boot pass where she fakes it and rolls and then throws it?
You know, Kirsten has a few things similar to that. I mean, we've seen a lot of what she has already.
Okay.
I can see her throwing a few passes to Ulrich right now, number 23.
23, who's on the left side, and we have what?
Looks like we got a timeout being called here.
I didn't see a signal. Official timeout.
Oh,
Why?
For water.
Oh, for water? That's nice.
Yeah, we do that here.
That's good. I was at a high school game, right? Oh, I see.
Okay, somebody went down.
Blaze went down. Okay.
Well, it looked like that Moose was a heat casualty as well.
yeah, they were dumping ice on her in front of us.
So I was at a high school game. I'm coaching, right? The temperature, no lie, the temperature before the game was 94. Humidity was 80 degrees. So the officials come over, both head coaches to the middle of the field said, listen, I don't care how long this game takes. I'm going to determine whether you guys get water breaks. That game took 4 hours to play. But guess what? I credited the officials because they did the right thing. They protected the kids, said, listen, when it gets too much, we're going to call official timeout. We're going to get you guys hydrated, make sure, guess what? Nobody cramped up. Nobody had a heat stroke, a heat exhaustion, nothing like that. So I applauded them when they made that decision.
I tell you what, you can't get through a game down here without people cramping.
So we're back, 6:32. And back to pass, ball thrown and caught. And that's
Westy.
87, White.
Janessa.
Yeah, they need to have a more of a sense of urgency.
Yeah. Got to go no huddling quick now.
You got to roll her out, and you got to have a receiver mirror and work the sidelines.
And defensively for New York, you want to keep her in the pocket. Don't let her scramble and let your defenders be what they have to be. Toss.
That's
going
Cooper.
Outside. Has a lead block.
Got a block from Nelson.
And going to be forced out of bounds inside Shark territory. That's Cooper.
Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, picked up the first down, did everything you needed to do on that run.
So they're inside the 50 at about the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. 5:57 left to go in the game. 27-14 is the score. New York's up. Now they go stack. And now they bring the snack in a little bit. So you got Tank and Urich on the left. And back to pass. Has time. Now under pressure. Now rolling. Now throwing. And incomplete. A lot of time. Good job by that offensive line.
Pass intended for 87, Janessa White. She just couldn't come up with it.
But that play took 11 seconds.
Well, I like the idea of putting her out on the perimeter and giving her a run-pass option.
Yes. So, Barber.
I think you need to bring everything to her, though, whichever way she's going to roll.
Right. And ball thrown. Long throw. Caught. Makes a move. Gets away. Still going. And finally tackled. Brown on the tackle with 44, Espinal. But the clock keeps rolling.
Keeps rolling.
She's got to follow through. That's why the ball keeps sailing on her. It's like she's letting it go too early. She's not coming all the way through.
But coaches, I don't understand. Why are they not quickly getting to the line of scrimmage, going fast, fast, fast?
Yeah, we're in racehorse right here.
And bootleg. There's a run. Cuts inside, outside, and forced out of bounds by Brown. And finally gets out of bounds. But 4 minutes and 51 seconds now left.
Yeah, you got to score twice. You
got to score an onside kick.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, the defense hasn't stopped the Sharks since the first quarter on a drive.
Yes. So ball's on the 40. That ball's on the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock's running now. Back to pass. Has time. Now throwing. And
Barber gets the ball.
They finally complete that pass in the middle of the field to the 20-yard line and a first down. But the clock will stop to reset the sticks, and then the clock will start again. Tackled by Espinal.
It's the third time they've tried that play today. It finally works out for them.
Yes. Clock is running, and now we have timeout by who called the timeout?
It sounds like the Sharks called the timeout.
I don't know why they would. Why would you call timeout and help the other team?
No, I don't call timeout.
We don't know who called that timeout right now. They didn't show a picture of the referee saying who called that timeout.
No.
So we have no idea who has timeouts and how many timeouts they have left.
If it's me, I definitely do not call the timeout right there if I'm the Sharks.
Yeah, there's no – why?
Don't forget tomorrow night,
Why?
8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. And in Los Angeles, it'll be 5 p.m. I got to do all this math really quick in my head here. You Los Angeles Warriors taking on the Boston Renegades in the Division I Championship Game 2018 Women's Football Alliance.
So as you were saying, Coach, the New York Sharks, why would you want to call a timeout?
No.
The ball's in the middle of the field. The clock, you know, is going to keep rolling. So,
no, sir. You let the clock run.
Yeah, I got to believe that Minnesota called that timeout. I would want to believe that, but I have no idea.
But if I'm Minnesota, I can't burn a timeout right now.
We have no idea right now.
Yeah, I need all three of those.
Yeah. So it's on the 19-yard line, 1st and 10, 4 minutes, 24 seconds left to go in the game. New York 27, Minnesota 14. Trips now, bunch for Minnesota to the right. Hansen in shotgun with Cooper in the backfield. And back to pass. Ball thrown, caught.
Up, that's Barber again.
And Barber again down to the 9.
The 10.
But the clock's going to keep rolling. Oh, he didn't get the first, so the clock's going to keep running before moving the sticks. Now it's less than 4 minutes to go, 2nd down and 1.
I'll bet Hansen keeps it here.
And handoff, going to the outside. Oh, again, an open field tackle. Who was that? Can't tell.
Couldn't tell. See if we can see it on the replay here.
It's
Cooper.
Number 13, Nehemiah Outlaw. Bang.
Cooper with the run.
But she gets the first down. Now 3 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. 1st and goal on the 9. And the sack! What a great time for a sack by number 69, Claire Saunders, and 54, Courtney White.
So here's your ball game. This play right here.
That's a huge sack.
Minnesota's using their first timeout right here. The only reason I said Sharks the first time is the public address announcer, when he called it, said Sharks. So this time, he definitely said Vixen used it. Can't blame him for using a timeout right now.
This is the game.
That is a huge, huge sack.
This is the game right here.
My goodness. Okay, they got to stop the clock. Why is the clock rolling? Stop the clock. It's a timeout.
Should be 3:11 on the clock.
Right. Unless the official which we know the official time is kept on the field.
Right.
So we don't know. So now they're putting it back to 3:11. Okay. Nice split screen of both teams showing their huddle. The New York Sharks a little animated over there, getting hydrated. I like the calmness of Minnesota right there.
Yep, you got offensive coach Danny Ekstrand out there.
Everybody getting hydrated.
Well, this is the good thing if you've had to play in some close games.
Yes.
Is that you can walk out there and be calm and be like, hey, we got this now.
And New York has had some close games throughout this season. Two tough battles against a hard-nosed Philadelphia Phantom team.
I like the close games because I think
intensity.
It builds that calm.
Yes.
That calm inside your players.
So here we go. Timeout's over and rolling. And throw it into the end zone. And
it's Barber with the touchdown! Sam Barber, I told you earlier she can get those toes down in that end zone corner. She's done that earlier this season as well when they were hosting Columbus Vanguard. She does it again tonight.
They had two referees right on top of it.
This game's not over yet.
They're going for two, I would take it, right?
No, you don't have to.
They don't need it now, only because of the missed field goal.
Okay.
Kick the extra point.
So they're kicking the extra point.
Kick the extra point, and then you're down by 6. But you got an onside kick now.
Yep.
Because you only got 2 timeouts.
High snap. Kick is up, and it looks good. And it is.
There we go. So with 3 minutes and 4 seconds left, New York Sharks lead is less than it was a little bit ago. It's now New York 27, Minnesota 21.
And now, if you recover this onside kick, now you go ground and pound.
Oh, yeah.
Vixen have 2 timeouts remaining, right?
Yep, 2 timeouts apiece.
Okay. So I got to believe the New York Sharks are going to put their hands team out there expecting an onside kick.
I would.
Maybe you'll see Westy out there now. Trying to see if I can see her.
So it does look like the New York Sharks have the hand team out there expecting an onside kick. This is exciting.
This is what we had hoped for.
Yes, it is.
Tell you what, we do something we call a sky kick, where we just punch it as high as we can right down the sideline, and we put our 3 fastest people on that side and say, go get it.
Go get it. So here we go. We're expecting an onside kick. Number 12, Hansen, is the kicker. They come up, and here we go. And we got flags or whistles. Let's see what happens. New York recovers the ball.
I think they were just trying to give us a quick whistle to keep it from being any pile diving.
All right, so New York recovers the ball. Jennifer King has it. 3 minutes and 1 second left to go in the game, 27-21. New York will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line,
First down ends the game.
Yes, the first down ends the game.
Yeah, there's no 2-minute warning timeout here.
Nope. Let's see if Janelle Nelson is back in the game. She cramped up earlier. You got Bunch to the left.
See, play straight man and bring it.
Now, that's Caprice Gray in the backfield. To the left of Mulligan in shotgun, waiting. It's first down. Waiting for the whistle to blow to put the team in play. And handoff. Hole, big hole, up the middle, driving. About 8 yards on the run.
That's not what you want.
Caprice Gray.
I'm here to tell you.
6-year veteran. Timeout by Minnesota. They have one timeout remaining. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 when we come back after this timeout. So like you said, a 1st down, and then it's kneel time. Ladies and gentlemen, also, we're going to have the player of the game, and we'll decide that between all of us and figure out who's going to be the player of the game. I guess. I don't know who's going to do it. Is that up to us?
We talk offensively and defensively.
Okay.
Typically, it's the winning team. We give a shout-out to whoever doesn't quite finish up, but
right.
You know, typically it's the winning team, the offensive and defensive players of the game.
Yes. So 2nd down and 2, a 1st down, or even a run here, and Minnesota will have to take their last timeout because the clock will run.
Minnesota has got to hit them for a loss right here.
Yeah. Here they go. They're in a 5-man front now.
There it is, finally.
2nd down and 2. And handoff. Goes through. She has a 1st down.
Oh, it's stripped. It's stripped.
No, they're saying she's down. They're saying she's down. I heard whistles.
Oh, my word.
Well, that was a quick whistle. I'm going to tell you right now. That was a quick whistle.
Well, I'm in their defense, and I don't defend referees a lot, there have been a lot of quick whistles today.
Yes.
Was she down?
That sucks big time.
Well,
I know.
But see, they blew the whistle. So if they blew the whistle, that means the play stopped. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what happens after that.
Doesn't matter.
Even if they blew it incorrectly, it's just an inadvertent whistle, and you replay it down.
And it's 3rd down now. 3rd down. Now this is where I put the quarterback under center and run quarterback sneak. No handoff, no nothing. Quarterback sneak under center. Let's go. The clock should still start. Am I right? They put the ball in play and start the clock.
Well, they got to work it out. They got to talk about it.
Well, I mean, the ball was still inside the hashes, so I mean, the clock would start. It wasn't a timeout. It wasn't a penalty.
Once they said it,
I think they're talking about what happened. So once they said it, the clock.
Yeah, there you go. And he's going to start the clock when he blows the whistle. See, I don't agree with this. I want the quarterback. And there we go, under center. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, under center. 3rd down and 1. Quarterback sneak, and she has it. 1st down, New York. And will Minnesota use a timeout?
You can't.
No, well, I mean, they have one left, but, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? It's academic right now.
Yeah.
It's all academic. So the New York Sharks should go into the victory formation and just take a knee. I think they got to do it twice, right? We got to maybe twice, 3 times, maybe, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last year that the New York Sharks will be in existence. So this is the last game that you will ever see a New York Shark. And they're in shotgun. Ball throw. Wow, a pass? What in the world?
Both of the slots were completely uncovered.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, and it's another 1st down.
Both sides. If you run smash out here to the wide side of the field,
there's nobody there.
It's a touchdown.
I'm just surprised they threw a pass. That's what I'm saying. You know,
if you run a hitch and then a corner in behind it or a flag in behind it, that's it. Of course, you're gambling by throwing the football and stopping the clock.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It is an honor and a privilege, you gentlemen, to be able to come here and announce with you guys this great national championship game. Adam Collins,
it's
great
been fun.
for you. Brian Sweeney, I appreciate
Mr.
you.
Brown, it's been a pleasure.
Now New York still in shotgun, 124 left.
See, I'm under center.
Yeah, I'm under center too. And thrown, caught, get tackled. That's it.
See, just fall down.
That's it, just fall down. I want to say Score Sports Network, thank you. I appreciate you guys inviting me in to do this broadcast. I appreciate all the New York Shark fans out there that have tuned into the broadcast. We appreciate you. Andrew Douglas appreciates you, the whole organization. We want to say thank you to the Minnesota Vixen. A great job all year. 2016, 2017, 2018. You guys are a class act. We appreciate everything that you do, and it's just a great way to end a history of one team and a continuance of excellence for another team.
I mean, yeah, in reality, it was the first cross-country women's tackle football game in the modern era when Minnesota went out to New York, you know, because they did the barnstorming tour with Michigan, but this was the first time that teams from across the country played each other, and here they are where the New York Sharks are getting to end their existence with a victory in the Division II championship.
So I want to thank all the Minnesota Vixen fans out there that tuned into the broadcast. I want to thank everybody that was watching this great, exciting national championship game that is here. The New York Sharks are now lined up in the victory formation. I want to thank, I have to do this. I don't know if she's listening, but I have to say thank you to my wife that allows me to travel with this team and do what I do. Listen, if she says no, I can't go. That's just the way it is. That's the way the household runs. Yes, I wear the pants, but I got to get permission. That's just the way it is.
You need to get your wife on the sideline. Mine's actually the photographer.
Unfortunately, she's not here, so she's back in New York. I don't know if she's listening, but baby, I love you. Thank you to my son. My sister is here who lives in Georgia. I'm going to go and celebrate with her. And I just want to say thank you. Listen, I've been with the New York Shark organization for 15 years. And it's been an honor to work with this young lady, Andrew Douglas, who's done a great job promoting women's football. Minnesota, great job promoting women's football.
You know, I will say that, you know, the women that I've met across the country, you know, between Minnesota, New York, down here in Atlanta, you know, these women all work hard to promote this sport.
Yes, they do.
And the sport can only advance from where it is right now and get better and better.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Division II national champions are the New York Sharks. Thank you, Brian Sweeney. Thank you, Adam Collins. Thank you, Score Sports Radio. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You can go celebrate with your team.
I'm going to go celebrate. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, guys.
All right. Your final score tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Minnesota Vixen with 21, New York Sharks with 27. Again, as we were saying all evening, these two teams have played each other. This is the third time. You can call it the rubber game. You can call it the final chapter. You can call it all sorts of things. 1999, New York Sharks won. 2016, the Vixen won. And here we are in 2018. And New York Sharks are walking away with the national championship in the Women's Football Alliance Division II.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to go for the trophy presentation. Appreciate everybody sticking with us through all the wonderful technologies and everything that could occur tonight. I'm glad you were able to stick with us. We will be doing the All-American game tomorrow. We'll be live on YouTube at 3 o'clock. Is kickoff between the National Conference and the American Conference. And on ESPN3 at 8 o'clock tomorrow, you can actually catch into that as well. Thank y'all so much for joining in to us tonight. We will see the trophy presentation before we click out of here. For those people on YouTube, we want to make sure we give you everything you can on that part. And I'm Bowman Michael with Adam Collins. Thank you so much. The Minnesota group and also the New York group coming in here and dealing with that.
It was a lot of fun. We threw a lot of surprises your way today.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I enjoy curveballs even during football season. So we made it, and that's a good thing on that part. And it didn't rain. That's always a plus when the tents go down.
Yes.
And when the tents go down, then you wonder if the rain's going to occur. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go off the air here, but we will stay live on this one. There's a good crowd out here. A very nice crowd on both ends.
Big crowd.
Yeah, nice to see that across the board. So enjoy. Make sure you tune in ESPN3 to watch the Division I championship game. But congratulations to the New York Sharks. They no longer exist after this year. So, hey, go out victory. You're going to go out.
Retire on top.
Heck yeah. Walk away. That's sometimes the best. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, take care. Be safe. Good night.